Let's talk about 7 streams of income so that if there's any that you weren't thinking about, maybe you can start thinking about so that you can diversify your income. The first one is the common one, the remuneration. Remuneration. I don't know. This is your end income of whereby you get a salary because you have done the job you are working, and at the end of the month or after 2 weeks, you are being paid for what you do. It also includes, maybe for example, an artist going to perform somewhere and then they get paid for their performance. This is a remuneration, like getting paid for the job that you are doing. The second one is rental income. This is the income that you gain from leasing your assets. Yes, I know it's very common that when we talk about rental income, people think only about real estate, but there are so many things that you can rent. You have so many things that some of them you are not using, but the people out there, they need them, or they would be interested to rent them out. For example, like a construction company could be, or somebody who is in construction could be building a house. They don't have a compactor. Then if you have a compactor, you can rent it out, and then you gain the rental income. There are so many things that you can hire out, like your lighting equipment, your sound equipment, anything basically that you have this thing, it's useful, it's good. People out there, they use it. Even those things that you like are not conventional. Right now, I'm telling you, if we have something, if you just start advertising it as I have this and this, for rent, because I have it, I'm not using it. Your cameras, your good cameras that you are packed at home, people would be interested and they would rent them out for a month, I think, per an hour or whatever it would be. So if you have only be thinking about rentals as it's in real estate only, let's start having this new mindset that we can rent a lot of stuff. Your dresses, for example, I've seen people renting out their dresses. You have a nice dress that you bought for a special occasion, now you're not using it. Somebody out there could be attending an event and they could be looking for the very same dress that you have. And then we have the profit income, which is the income that you gain from your businesses, guys. This is whereby we talk about the businesses, which your total expenditure, the expenses of the businesses, they are less than the total income that you are gaining from that business. For example, let's say maybe you are selling cups. I don't know why I said cups, but anyway, yeah, maybe you are selling cups. You are buying these cups, 5 pula somewhere, and then you come and sell them for 10 pula, and then you gain profit of 5 pula. But it's not just as simple as I am saying it, because I'm saying the total expenditure should be less than the total gain, such that you can have something. Because for real businesses, you will have other expenses, like maybe for rental, for paying the employees their salaries, like the total. If your business is making less than what you are spending on it, then it's making a loss, I guess. So you are not gaining an income from that one. And then the next one, my favorite one, the next two, maybe they're my favorites. We have interest. We talked about interest bearing accounts. Like if we are saving your money in an interest bearing account, at the end of whatever period that money that you are saving, it earns some interest, and then that interest is the income that you gain from that savings. And then we have dividends. Dividends, these are the money that when you have shares, when you buy shares, at the end of a certain period of time, those companies, they pay dividends to their shareholders, or to those who are holding the shares. So that income that you get paid for owning the shares in that company, those are your dividends. So it's also a very good source of income, or very good stream of income, because you would have bought shares, and then when the company is doing well, it's excelling, and then they decide to like pay dividends, then you gain that income. And then we have capital gains. Capital gains, this is the income that you are gaining from your capital assets, as in like your assets in order they are for long-term investments, like for example the stock, the bonds, the real estate, the capital gains is the difference between the amount you bought that asset and the amount you are gaining when you are selling that asset. For example, let's give an example. You bought a house for 1 million, and then when you sell it for 1.5 million, and that 5 million profit. The difference between the profit and capital gain is that this one is for the long term investment. It's not like your business which you are running the short term assets of which are goods, long term assets. So that 5,000 would be your capital gain, same as in your stock, your bonds. Over time, when you sell those yeah, those stocks, then you gain that capital asset. And then the last one, we have your royalties. Your royalties is whereby like you do your work, whether it's a song, whether it's an artwork, whether it's for example, artwork, I mean those people who are doing voiceovers for some products, or who do voiceovers for adverts, and then you register your patent or you trademark your work, such that whoever is going to be using your work, they're paying you royalties. For example, for those who would have recorded their, like maybe voiceovers, for example, whenever their voiceovers they get played or they get used by a company for advertising or for whatever reasons, they earn the royalties. So yes guys, those are the 7 streams of income that I wanted to share with you. And which one do you have, or which one, after listening to this, do you feel like, I can also venture into this so that I can diversify my streams of income?